Now, on 105.9 FM and streaming worldwide on the WMAL app, O'Connor and Company.
8:07 now on O'Connor and Company. It's our fourth hour of our 4-hour morning conversation. If you missed any of it, you could always subscribe to our podcast so you can catch it anytime you're looking. Just click that subscription button, and we'd appreciate it. It's Larry O'Connor with Patrice Onwuka, who is getting into Mariah Carey here.
Oh, my goodness, yes.
Is this the one that gets you going?
Yes, I love this song. It is one of my favorites, and happy Friday, everybody.
All right, well, we can't do a thing until she hits it, so stand by. I guarantee you that our next guest is right now shaking her hips a little bit because she's a dancer at heart. Roma Daravi, she's also the spokesperson for the, is it officially now the Trump Kennedy Center, or is there a process here? I don't know, but whatever that building is over there on the Potomac, she speaks on behalf of it. Roma, Merry Christmas. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Larry. It's great to be with you. And we are coming to you from the Donald J. Trump and the John F. Kennedy Memorial Center for the Performing Arts.
There you go. I guess that's pretty official there. All right. So there's a lot of misinformation getting thrown around here. Let's start with the memorial part of it. You saw people from the Kennedy family, Shrivers mostly, all saying they can't do this because this is actually President Kennedy's memorial. It's like changing the name of the Lincoln Memorial. Explain that to us. Is there a distinction between the center, the Performing Arts Center, and the Kennedy Memorial?
Yeah, Larry, let's make things very clear. The Kennedy Memorial is not impacted at all by this name addition, adding Trump's name to the center. A little history lesson for any of your listeners that do not know, it was President Eisenhower who established the center in 1958. He signed the National Cultural Center Act, and when his term ended, President Kennedy continued working on the center, and it was only after his assassination that it became a memorial to him by name. So really, from the very beginning, this was a bipartisan institution, and as you know very well, for the last couple decades, it has not been one. This institution was completely taken over by the radical left. It was falling apart. The building itself was in $250 million of deferred maintenance. And President Trump went straight to Congress as soon as he became the chairman. He said, we need to save this building. And he had Congress put $257 million into the bill that goes straight to saving the Kennedy Center physically itself. So for anyone who says that this is not deserved, they simply have not been paying attention.
Well, he's also led the charge with a lot of corporate and private funding as well, and that's indisputable. There's also some suggestion this needs an act of Congress, that the board can't do this unilaterally. What's the detail there?
Yeah, well, the entire board was invited to attend this in person, and that includes all members, ex officio members that don't have a right to vote. So the statute really distinguishes between that general trusted appointees by the president that have a right to vote, and ex officio members, people that are put up there by their position in Congress. They do not. So all of that is codified by the center's bylaws, and I know there's a lot of misinformation out there from people online saying that I wasn't able to vote. They never had a vote to begin with.
Right.
So,
yeah. No, in fact, Majority Leader Thune said that himself. He said, I'm on the board, but I don't have a vote. There are some board members who are ex-officio. No, the question, though, is does this require actual legislation from Congress to actually enact the name change?
No, the name change is final, Larry. So this action is in line with the precedent that the State Department took, adding President Trump's name to the Institute of Peace. It's also in line with the previous administration renaming military bases around the world. It's very, very standard, this practice. And I'll just say to point out the obvious, President Trump and Ambassador Grinnell, they have done so much to save this institution in just 11 months. It was falling apart. The staff were being paid in debt reserves. We had no money. The place would not have survived. And now we are thriving. $130 million was raised by private individuals and corporations. The lounges are being redone so that the patrons have a great experience when they come here. And it's truly a bipartisan institution now with both Trump and Kennedy's name in the title of the center, which is what it was always meant to be, a bipartisan institution. This is not about creating a place that forces people out the doors. It's about inviting people in.
Well said.
And that's what we've been working on all year long. This really just puts that set in stone, if you will.
Mm-hmm. So do you think there'll be an effort to invite the Kennedy family to be a greater part of what's going on now? They seem to be pretty probably critical, but from some of the responses we've seen, they've been absent. They have not really invested their time or energy into helping with fundraising efforts, into helping continue to keep the Kennedy Center, the Trump Kennedy Center, vital. So will there be another effort to try to bring them into the fold, and maybe they'll, whether or not they even accept that invitation?
Well, we invite them, definitely. We invite them to raise money for the center rather than just using it as a slush fund. That they have not done so. And I'll tell you, I did have our team look into it to make sure. We have not received money from any Kennedy over the most recent years. And the only Kennedy that stepped foot in the building is part of President Trump's cabinet. That is RFK Jr., as you all know. He comes to our shows all the time. He really loves the institution, loves bringing his whole family there, his grandkids. And that's what this place is all about. Come to this place with your families. We've created an environment where it's totally family friendly now. The programs before we got here did not reflect that. There is an invitation to the Kennedys to support financially the institution that they claim to care so much about, yet they've neglected for many, many years.
It's well said. I don't remember any of these Shrivers or Kennedy adjacents ever putting out a fundraising email or putting their name to any kind of effort to raise money to fix the dilapidated facilities there. They only care about this now because Trump is utilizing the space and utilizing it a lot. I got to say, Roma, they're keeping you busy because the Trump administration, outside of just the cool bookings that you're getting and sort of the standard fare, but like, for instance, the FIFA event, this space now is being utilized in dynamic ways that it was never dreamed of in the past. And I think that's what an institution like this needs.
It is. We are adding, not subtracting. And I say that over and over again because the media does not want to tell you the truth. We are adding so many things to the institution. Free events like the first ever official 4th of July party at the Kennedy Center that we had this last year. We're adding amazing interactions with people that are renting our space like FIFA did. We made millions of dollars, and we had countries from all over the world. We had 700 media outlets from all over the world at the Kennedy Center covering FIFA, covering this great institution. That's what it's all about, really utilizing the space, opening it up to everybody, regardless of their background. It is open to all artists. It is open to all patrons. Just this last Wednesday, we had our first ever official Kennedy Center Christmas tree.
Yes.
And we had a tree lighting and a Christmas show with the true story of Jesus on Christmas. And it was beautiful, and that's something that we've never had before. So I'll say it until I'm blue in the face, Larry. We're adding to this place. We want to make sure that it is standing strong for years and years to come.
Don't be blue, Roma. It's not a great color on you, by the way. You did look fabulous at the Kennedy Center honors the other night in your gorgeous red dress, rose-colored. No, kind of a dark ruby red, wasn't it? It was beautiful either way.
Thank you, Larry.
And you look great. And this Tuesday, the 23rd, on CBS, everyone can watch those awards. You'll probably see Roma there on the red carpet. It was quite a night. And I wonder if the president made a joke. He was the host of the show, and he made a joke about, welcome back here to the Trump Kennedy Center. And then he went, oops, I mean the Kennedy Center. It was a great moment. The place went nuts. And I hope that makes the final edit for the show.
Well, it just goes to show you, Larry, that this vote by the new board was completely a total surprise to the president. He said himself from the Oval Office that he was honored. He couldn't believe it, and he deserves it. It's been an absolute privilege to work and make sure that America's Cultural Center is thriving in a way it never did before.
It's great to come back and feel welcome at the Kennedy Center after all these years. I've lived here nearly 15 years now, and it's the first time where I really feel like it's part of our community the way it should be. And Lord knows, as we're on the brink of the 250th anniversary of our nation, the Kennedy Center is going to be front and center. Roma, rest up over the holidays because you're going to have a hell of a year next year.
Thank you, Larry. And just one last call out to everybody listening. There are so many amazing family-friendly shows over the holidays. We are open. Come and visit us.
All right. Thanks,
Great.
Roma.
Thank you.
It is 8:17.